Anything is possible. You can make it through this day.
Anything is possible for Debbie Gibson. At age 17, she became the youngest artist in the history of pop music to write, perform, and produce a #1 single. She started polishing her skills at age 5 and pursued a record deal by the time she turned 12. Now at age 20, it appears that Gibson has had a full lifetime of experience when it comes to the entertainment industry.
What really also helped was, believe it or not, all the rejection you get. It's like, it really makes you strong, because you have to know that I have to like say to myself, you know, I know what I have inside of me, and just because I didn't get this job doesn't mean that I'm not a good performer. People also assume that because I was 16 and it wasn't like I was struggling and I didn't have to pay the rent, that I had it easy. And really, I mean, my parents were not rich, you know, that we were like middle-class suburban family, and we were all working, you know, and so yeah, I definitely feel I've paid my dues. But at the same time, I'm really lucky that I was able to really break into recording at a younger age.
Along with the recording deals, Gibson also has to deal with exposing her private life in the public eye, as last year's big news was she was dating one of the boys in the band Bros.
You have to expect that your private life is going to be exposed, but I think I've been lucky in the sense that I don't think it's been that bad. So if people know I'm dating someone, in a way it doesn't really matter, because you know, I'm a person. You know, I'm 20 years old. I'm a 20-year-old girl I'm going to date.
Gibson is often compared to another young pop idol, Tiffany.
Comparisons in general bother everybody, probably, because everybody is really unique, but especially when people first come out, I mean, you have to have like a point of reference, and it's great to be able to do a story on two artists. And I mean, for instance, Rolling Stone reviewed our albums in the same breath, you know, in the same paragraph, and they do that also sometimes with heavy metal albums, and I hate when people say heavy metal all sounds alike, because it doesn't when you really listen. And it's really just not fair to the artist, because people just get lumped together.
These two artists are definitely different. While Gibson writes most of her material, Tiffany doesn't. Gibson is also busy producing young talent, and she doesn't shy away from giving advice.
I mean, I don't like to preach, but any advice that I end up giving anyone in the studio is to keep their heads on straight. Especially like if when you're young and you're starting, it's really easy to get caught up in like really believing all the compliments people give you, and you can believe some of it, but sometimes, you know, people will walk around saying, "You're wonderful, you're great." You're not always wonderful, you're not always great. That's something my mom always tells me, and it's true. You have to know when you did a great performance. You have to know when you didn't do such a good performance. You know, you can't really walk around believing what everyone says, or your head will get this big.
And while Gibson is keeping her head intact, she knows anything is possible.